And finally, we've made it to the stretching part. You always want to save your stretches until the end. This is like the cool down, and it's really good to stretch at the end when your muscles are all warmed up. Some people think they're supposed to stretch at the beginning as the warm up, but we definitely want it to be your cool down. Um, so we're going to start out laying our back. You can pull one knee in toward your chest like this, put the other leg out straight. So what we're mostly trying to stretch here is the front of this leg, this hip. So you're reaching that leg out across the floor and you feel that stretch in here and you want to hold it. Most stretches, you want to hold them about 15, 20 seconds. Most people don't hold them long enough. When you also, the thing you want to think about when you're stretching is it shouldn't hurt. Um, it's not no pain, no gain, okay? We want to make sure that it still feels good. If it's painful, you're pushing too hard and you're going to hurt yourself. Then we'll do the other leg. We'll do the same thing. You pull it in, stretch out. Remember, you're reaching that leg out away from you to really open up and stretch through the hip. And then we're going to do is bend your knees, clasp your hands behind your head, and keeping your knees and feet together, you're going to roll over to one hip. But I want you to keep your elbows down because that way you get a good stretch all through here, through your torso, and even right up here into the shoulder and chest. And then you're going to roll them all the way over to the other side and stretch on this side. You can even turn your head the opposite way. So if your knees are going off to the right, you're turning your head to the left. That'll increase it a little bit more. And then come back to the middle. And we're going to take one leg up toward the ceiling, and we're stretching out now as the back of the leg, so the hamstrings are getting a stretch. And just like when we were talking about strength training, and you said you should balance out your strength, that you're training the muscles on the front of the leg and the back of the leg, same thing goes for stretching. We need to stretch the back and the front. So here is hamstring stretch. Also, if you pull your toe toward your shin, you'll feel your calf get a stretch too. Now you can make this even harder by putting this leg out straight. And you want to hold that. And then let's do that again on this side. All right, then we're going to do is roll over and lay on your tummy, propped up on your elbows. Now, if you're really flexible, you can press yourself up higher. I don't go very far, but you might be flexible enough to get yourself up into a nice stretch this way. Again, if this hurts your back, just stay on your elbows. That's just fine. And you can look down, just kind of stretch out the back of your neck. And then lower yourself down. We're going to stretch out the quadriceps, so that's the muscle on the front of your leg. Pull your heel towards your butt. Reach your knee back away from you as far as you can, and you should feel a nice stretch through there. You can rest your head down on your arm, or if you want to increase the stretch, propping yourself up here will bring it to a whole new level. That hurts, stay down. And then, of course, we should do the other leg. And then what we're going to do is come up to your hands and knees and try a cat stretch. So you're tucking your tailbone under, rounding your back, let your head hang down. And change it to a cow stretch. So you arch your back and look ahead. And then we're going to come up to just our knees. And let's go ahead and put one foot out in front. Again, we're going to try to stretch into the hip flexors, which are these muscles that attach from your leg to your torso. They get really short and tight on a lot of people, especially if you are sitting a lot, whether you're sitting at a desk or driving in a car a lot. Now, all of those things will shorten up those muscles. So you can move yourself forward a little bit. Knee should still be over the ankle. Pull your shoulders back a little, and you feel that stretch in there. And again, not too far, not that it hurts. Then shift your weight back, extend your leg out Toes are pointed up. I'm going to lean over this leg. And again, we're stretching out the back of the leg. And then we've got to do that on the other side. So starting here, I'm doing the lunging stretch, pushing the hip forward. And then again, shift back, toes are up, and lean over this leg so you stretch your hamstrings. And come back up. And now we're going to kneel, and I'm going to have you clasp your hands together. Bring your arms up here. Stretch as high as you can. And then bring your hands behind your head and pull your elbows way back and look up toward the ceiling. And this is a good stretch for your chest and your shoulders, which also tend to be short and tight. And then come back to neutral, and we'll do a little rotation. And then rotate the other way too. And then come back to the center, arms open, palms up, and pull your thumbs back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, opening up your chest. This is really good for your posture. It'll help you breathe better. Good. And then arms can come down, clasp your hands back here, lift your arms up, and again, we're stretching through the chest. Those muscles need a lot more stretching than your upper back, so that's why I spend more time on them. And then release your arms, shake them out, and we're all done.